Since the moment you entered my life, my thoughts have been consumed by you. It's as if your presence has ignited a fire within me that refuses to be extinguished. I can't escape the pull of your charm and the way you've captivated every corner of my mind. Every time I see you, my heart races as if it's trying to keep up with the pace of my emotions. Your mere existence has become a constant source of fascination and wonder. I can't help but be mesmerized by everything you do. You've become the focal point of my daydreams. The way you move, the sound of your voice, and the sparkle in your eyes have all embedded themselves into my thoughts. I find myself lost in the allure of you, unable to escape the enchantment you've cast. It's like you've cast a spell on me that I can't break free from. Each interaction with you leaves me craving more, and the thought of you occupies my mind even when I'm trying to focus on something else. You've taken hold of my heart in a way I never expected. The more I learn about you, the deeper my fascination grows. It's as if you're a beautiful puzzle I'm desperate to solve, and every piece of you only makes me want to know more. I find myself replaying our conversations and interactions over and over again. Your words, your laughter, and your presence linger in my mind like a captivating melody I can't stop listening to. You've truly become an obsession. Your image haunts my thoughts like a beautiful ghost. I see you in my dreams and in every waking moment, unable to shake the feeling that you're meant to be a bigger part of my life than I ever imagined. Every time you're near, it feels as if the world stops, and all that matters is the connection we share. My mind is consumed by thoughts of you, and I find myself longing for more moments to be close to you. You've become the center of my universe, and everything I do seems to revolve around you. The way you make me feel is unlike anything I've ever experienced, and I'm captivated by every aspect of who you are. Your presence has become a delightful obsession. I can't help but think about you constantly, and the more I try to push you out of my mind, the stronger the pull to keep you close becomes. It's as if you've become a beautiful addiction. I crave the moments we share, and the thought of you lingers in my mind, making it difficult to focus on anything else. You've completely taken over my thoughts. The way you look at me sends shivers down my spine. Your gaze is intense and captivating, and I find myself drawn to you in a way I can't fully explain. It's clear that you've made a significant impact on me. My thoughts are filled with you to the point where I can't imagine my life without the constant reminder of your presence. You've become an integral part of my daily life, and I can't help but be obsessed with everything about you. I keep finding myself lost in thoughts of you, replaying our moments together and savoring every detail. Your influence on me is profound, and I can't shake the feeling that you're meant to be a significant part of my life. There's an undeniable magnetism about you that pulls me in every time we're together. I can't help but be fascinated by your presence, and the more I get to know you, the more obsessed I become. The way you've captured my attention is both thrilling and overwhelming. I can't escape the allure of you, and my mind is constantly filled with thoughts of you and what could be between us. You've become the most intriguing part of my life. Every moment spent with you feels like a precious gift, and I find myself obsessing over every detail, eager to learn more about you and what makes you so captivating. It's as if you've become the focal point of my existence, Your presence has a way of making everything else fade into the background, and I can't stop thinking about you and the impact you've had on my life. Your charm is irresistible, and I find myself constantly drawn to you. The more I see of you, the deeper my obsession grows. You've become a significant part of my thoughts and emotions. I can't help but be consumed by thoughts of you. Your presence has taken over my mind, and every time I see you, it feels like the world is a little brighter and my obsession grows stronger. The way you make me feel is unlike anything I've ever experienced. Your allure has become a constant source of fascination, and I find myself unable to escape the thoughts and feelings you've stirred within me. Every time you enter a room, it's as if you bring a new energy that captivates everyone around you. I find myself fixated on you, unable to get you out of my mind. You've become an obsession that I can't ignore. You've managed to capture my heart and mind in a way that's both thrilling and consuming. My thoughts are filled with you, and I find myself eagerly anticipating every moment we share. I can't escape the way you've taken over my thoughts. Every day feels incomplete without the anticipation of seeing you or hearing from you. Your presence has become a crucial part of my life. The more I think about you, the more I realize how deeply you've impacted my life. You've become an obsession that fills every corner of my mind, making it hard to focus on anything else. Your allure has become a constant in my thoughts. I find myself lost in daydreams about you, unable to escape the pull of your charm and the obsession it's created. You've managed to capture my attention in a way that's both thrilling and consuming. I think about you constantly, and every moment spent away from you only deepens my fascination. Every glance from you sends my mind into overdrive. I find myself replaying our moments together, obsessed with every detail of our interactions. Your presence has a profound effect on me. The way you've entered my life has been nothing short of transformative. I'm continually captivated by thoughts of you, and your influence over my emotions is undeniable. Your charm has taken over my mind. I'm constantly thinking about you and replaying our conversations in my head. The more I learn about you, the more obsessed I become. The fascination you've sparked within me is all-consuming. Every time you're near, it feels like my world revolves around you, and I find myself unable to shake the obsession. You've become the focus of my every thought. The more I get to know you, the deeper my obsession grows. It's as if my mind is permanently occupied by the idea of you. I can't help but be mesmerized by you. Your presence has a way of lingering in my thoughts, and I find myself constantly drawn to you, unable to escape the obsession you've created. Your influence on me is profound. I find myself captivated by your every move, and the thoughts of you dominate my mind. It's as if you've become an essential part of my life. Every interaction with you leaves me craving more. Your charm has become a central focus of my thoughts, and I find myself obsessing over every detail of our moments together. The way you've taken over my mind is both exhilarating and overwhelming. I'm unable to escape the constant thoughts of you, and your presence has become a powerful obsession. Your allure has become an irresistible force in my life. I find myself constantly thinking about you and eagerly anticipating every moment we share. Your impact on me is undeniable. You've become a central figure in my thoughts. The more I see of you, the more obsessed I become, and I can't help but focus on every detail of our interactions and connection. The way you've captured my attention is both thrilling and consuming. I can't stop thinking about you, and your presence has become a constant source of fascination and obsession. Every moment I spend away from you feels incomplete. Your presence has become an integral part of my daily thoughts, and I find myself obsessing over every interaction and detail. Your charm and allure have become a central part of my thoughts. I'm constantly captivated by you, and the obsession you've created is something I can't easily ignore. You've become the focal point of my mind. I can't help but be drawn to you, and every moment spent with you only deepens my obsession and fascination. Your presence has a way of lingering in my thoughts long after you've left. I find myself constantly replaying our interactions and obsessing over every detail of our time together. The more I get to know you, the more captivated I become. Your charm has taken over my mind, and I find myself obsessing over every aspect of who you are. You've become an essential part of my daily thoughts. The more I see of you, the more obsessed I become, and I can't escape the constant pull of your presence. Every interaction with you leaves me yearning for more. Your influence on my thoughts is undeniable, and I find myself constantly thinking about you and what could be. The way you've taken over my mind is both exciting and overwhelming. I find myself unable to escape the constant thoughts of you and the obsession you've created. You've become a central figure in my thoughts and emotions. I can't help but be captivated by you, and the more I get to know you, the deeper my obsession grows. Your presence has become a delightful obsession. I find myself constantly thinking about you and eagerly anticipating our next interaction. You've truly captivated my heart. The fascination you've sparked within me is profound. Every moment spent with you feels like a treasure, and I find myself obsessing over every detail of our connection. You've become the focal point of my thoughts. Your charm and allure have taken over my mind, and I can't escape the obsession that has developed since you entered my life.